Alright guys, thank you for clicking on the video. We're going to do the part 3 to the Scream Factory Collector's Editions. This will be 41 through 60. I went to go shoot this video moments ago, and if you watched the video before this, I was going to go through like just a couple minutes, giving some shout outs to my friends and subscribers, and showing some props to my folks, but that shit went for like 20 minutes. So anyway, I had a few people who's hit me up. They're enjoying the hell out of the part 1 and part 2 of the Scream Factory Collector's Editions. Part 1 was 1 through 20, part 2 21 through 40. So this part 3, this will be 41 through 60. We got some great fucking titles in here. Once again, all 3 videos, I'm sitting there, I'm pulling them off the shelf. I'm like, let me get the next 20. You probably can't see it, but there's a big gap in that section up there where I pulled these out from. As I'm pulling them off, I'm like, damn. I'm telling you, man, like Scream Factory, they know. I don't know who's over there picking titles up, which I'm assuming it's Jeff Nelson and Cliff McMillan, especially. The only things they can put out is the shit they can get a sub license for. But man, they come out swinging, man. Just the first 60 so far is just insane. We got Scream Factory. They release other stuff other than collector's editions. They do the standalone releases. Don't sleep on those. Those are great. They have some of the releases, like I said in my past videos, there's special features on those that it's a fucking mile long on the back, and some of the collector's editions, they don't even match some of those. We know with the amount. But anyway, guys, like I said, they do the standalone releases. They got double features. A lot of people don't care for the double features because they're just kind of crammed on one disc. I like them. I mean, it's sometimes there's not a whole lot of special features on there. Terror Vision, that shit's great. If you haven't seen that one, that double feature, I think they just lost the rights to that because I think it's the Video Dead. You got that on there. That shit's got some good features on it. Scream Black, the Scream Blackula, Scream, and all that good stuff. It's just got some good stuff on it, man. They got some good features. They do their steelbooks. There's been 18 of those released so far. They got the Omen box set. They got the Fly box set. Human Centipede. They're putting back in the Vincent Price Volume 1. That shit's been out of print now for years, going for stupid money on eBay. So they're reissuing that now, which is fucking great. There's 3 Vincent Price collections, and I believe Volume 2 and Volume 3 just went out of print. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those. When I got into the game in 2016, Volume 1 was it was already fetching the most stupidest money on eBay, and I was like, if I can't have one, was there really a point in having Volume 2 and Volume 3? So me catching up on all this other shit already late in the game, I just kind of was like, I'll get around to that later, and just never did. But here we are, and just a few months ago, I mean, it was probably like a month or so ago, announced they're doing the Vincent Price Volume 1 set again. I think they're going to leave out the introductions. I don't think they could do those anymore. Something about introductions before, I'm assuming, each movie. That was on the old set, the first run release set. It's not going to be on the new one, but I mean, I'm sure that's just a little minor thing. So there's a lot of people out there excited, just like me, to get that Volume 1. So be on the lookout for that, guys. They'll come out with that. Like I said, they do box sets and everything. I'm trying to look DVDs and stuff. The Amityville horror set. If you're an Amityville fan, they got 1 through 3. That shit's nice. The It's Alive box set. That shit's great. And of course, they collaborate with IFC to put out their titles. So you got the collaboration with Scream and IFC. Some of those movies, I know a lot of people don't really care for them. I understand that. I stumbled across The Autopsy of Jane Doe. That fucking movie changed my life. I loved it. That shit was eerie. Guys, if you haven't seen that movie, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just go watch it. It's great. You can find that for a good price, or you want to rent it from a streaming service, go for it. Another one I just recently got was The House That Jack Built. I was so fucking excited when Scream announced that they were going to put that one out. I immediately got that, and inside that set you get the theatrical and the director's cut. That director has a little bit of controversy always behind him. But that movie is amazing. you know, when I watched that movie, that movie like hit like top 3 for me for that year. Amazing film. Matt Dillon plays one hell of a serial killer, and it is great. Enough of me rambling about that, guys. Let's get into this. But Autopsy of Jane Doe and The House that Jack Built. I promise you won't be disappointed. You know, if you don't like those movies, I'm sorry, but you know, for my taste, I got exactly what I paid for, and I'd have paid even more because I fucking love them. Anyway, guys, let's get into this thing. Sorry, the sinuses. It's summer. Either it rains one day and then it's hot the next, and then blah blah blah. My sinuses get fucked up. So, guys, it's gonna be a little long. Feel free, go get you something to drink, get a snack. Let's fucking hang out. Let's have some fun, and we'll get through this. We shall get through this shit together. First up, heavy hitter too. I know. Part 2, I started out, I think, was Cat People, and I was like, man, this ain't really great to start this video out with, but we got to do it. This is totally different for me anyway. First up, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. This is a great release. Couldn't say enough good things about it. Loaded with features. Any Tales from the Crypt fan, I know you've already seen it. Sorry, guys. Let me hit that off. It's an amazing movie. You know, the next one I'll show is another Tales from the Crypt movie. I like that one for what it is. It's not bad. It's nowhere near this caliber, in my opinion. But that is Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. And guys, you can see on the back right there. I know that probably ain't doing a whole lot of justice, but it's got some features in it. And fortunately, I do have this poster, and it's fucking amazing. So that's Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. Next up, Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. Like I said, this movie is, to me, my opinion, I'm sure people out there will disagree with this. They like this one better than Demon Knight, and that's fine. Hey man, we like our shit. In my opinion, if I had to pick one of these, it'd definitely be Demon Knight. But Bordello of Blood's got, you know, it's got some things going for it. Got Dennis Miller in here, which I don't know what the hell that dude's. I don't even know if he's even doing anything in the business anymore. Of course, you got Corey Feldman in there. Everybody knows Corey Feldman. That guy's, I've seen him on, you know, I remember the viral shit he did for Good Morning America and all that. That guy was, I don't know, man. That guy was going fucking crazy there for a minute, man. I don't know about that guy. Maybe it's one of those Rick James kind of thing, you know. Fucking cocaine's a hell of a drug. But anyway, that movie's good though. He's good in it. I'm just talking shit already. All right. Anyway, next up, guys, I'll show the Steelbook in the Steelbook video. That's Army of Darkness, guys. I don't want to rant on this too long. This is a great release and everything. Unfortunately, whenever this was first released by Scream Factory, there was a disc replacement program for this one. You can find information on that with Blu-ray.com or whatever it is. So you can flip the disc over if you do have it. Look at the numbers on the back of it on the ring, and they're hard as hell to see. You have to get up on a light and look at that shit because they're so small. But you'll see if you have a corrected disc or not. Basically, I think it's, I can't remember which disc it is off the top of my head, but there was a disc replacement program that they honored because I think a few seconds of a scene was left out in one of the cuts, and there's 3 fucking cuts in this movie. 3 cuts of this movie in this set, and it's in the Steelbook set as well. So guys, if you don't have this yet and you're kind of thinking about getting that Steelbook, I'd say go with the Steelbook if you can get it. I think that might be sold out now. I'm not really sure. You might be able to get this for a good price. I would definitely check out the disc replacement program. Make sure you're not getting, not getting one that's like missing some shit on it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But all these companies, they went through that process of, getting this stuff out real quick and trying to give the fans what they want and get it to them really quick and try to make some of that revenue back. And unfortunately, they fucked up a little bit, and so some of the disc had. And Scream Factory does. If you look at Scream Factory replacement disc, if you look like on like a forum, there's a couple of them. It is what it is, though. There's even another one in this stack. I just looked over there. Actually, there's two more in this stack that has a disc replacement program for. It's unfortunate, guys, but hey, it happens. I don't hate them for it. I mean, shit happens. It's a Blu-ray. It's not fucking cancer saving. It's not cancer saving medication or nothing. So, it is what it is. Next up, Garbage Pail Kids. This movie, I'm sure it's got its fans and everything. People who rented it back in the day when they were kids and loved the hell out of it. It's cool. Scream Factory put it out. I tried to watch this one time when I first got it. Fell asleep. Tried to put it back on the second time. Lights out. I can't make it through this fucking movie. I don't know. Maybe I have to drink 5 or 6 beers or something and then watch it. Maybe I might get a kick out of it. I was like, nah, I don't care about this movie. Just threw it the fuck down. It's got some special features on it. Those guys, you know. I remember seeing that poster on eBay right there of that artwork, and people were wanting stupid money for it. The poster looks badass. I kind of wish the movie looked as cool as the fucking cover, but it doesn't. Then again, you guys can disagree. It's fine, man. You guys can disagree. That could be somebody's favorite film. I'm not trying to talk shit. That just, unfortunately, that ain't one of my, like, oh, I love that film kind of thing. But I'm glad to have it in the collection, though, nonetheless. Next up, another Wes Craven film. And, I was saying, like, about Shocker and People Under the Stairs, how big of a fan I am of People Under the Stairs. And I was like, Wes Craven did so many fucking movies that wasn't, Nightmare on Elm Street. He did the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and then New Line Cinema was like, let's put out 40 more. Not 40, but I'm just talking shit. But they put out a lot more, and really Wes Craven didn't have shit to do with those films. But it's because of him we got Freddy Krueger. And he did a lot of movies before Nightmare on Elm Street. Unfortunately, I don't know why the hell, but it was just one of those things at the moment where I was just rambling and going. I forgot to mention this film, and that is The Serpent and the Rainbow. This is a great film. Eerie as hell. There's some voodoo shit in here. It does got some features on it. Right there, guys. I hope you can see that. Bill Pullman, I love him to death, man. That's a great actor. He does phenomenal in this movie. Like I said, it's eerie as hell. If you haven't checked out this film, I assure you, this is a Wes Craven film, and it is good. As I was when I was first introduced to this film, I was watching, I'm like, this doesn't really remind me of a Wes Craven film. That's the fucking beauty of it. To me, it's something different. It's awesome. Like I said, I don't know if that's going to pick up really good. I do have the poster for this one, and that poster looks beautiful. It looks just as beautiful as that slipcover right there. But that Serpent and the Rainbow, don't miss out on that shit, guys. Go rent it. Go, rent it from whatever streaming service. See if you can find it for free to watch. Just go fucking watch it. It's great. Next up, of course, as I keep saying every time I run across this guy, Scream Factory. You go through their list, sooner or later, as soon as you start and you just take a couple steps, you'll fucking smack dead into a John Carpenter film. They love putting out John Carpenter shit, and I love it because I love John Carpenter. Anyway, guys, that is Village of the Damned. This movie has its fans, and this, some people don't care for it and everything, but, it's got Kirstie Alley in it. I don't want to waste your guys' time, but I remember hearing something about on the set of this film while they were shooting it. There was this little debate kind of going on that turned into an argument. And John Carpenter basically told the cast, he was like, guys, I'm going to go take a break. Somebody come get me whenever you guys are ready to make a fucking movie. Because I guess everybody was just throwing their opinions around and shit and blah, blah, blah. And he was ready to get in there and shoot this and get it done. So when I heard that, I was like, whoa, like, that's some kind of crazy shit right there. But, like I said, I'm not talking shit or anything, but it could have been a bad day on the set or something. And he was just sick of everybody's bullshit, so... But I definitely did hear that about this film, though. And it's a good movie. I like it. Seen it a couple times. Scream Factory done a great release of that right there. It does got some special features on it. So, it's good. It's good. It's definitely good. Oh, man, one of my favorites. I showed this film yesterday in my top 3 Arrow video picks, and that is none other than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And I love that Arrow video set, and I fucking love this edition. There is different shit on each different set. If you're a fan of this movie and you love it, you gotta have fucking both of them. You gotta have that Arrow video set. I would try to go for the limited edition set if you're a big super fan of that film. Arrow Video did release that as a single disc edition, like a standalone release. That doesn't have nowhere near the goodies in it that the limited edition set does. But this right here is fucking amazing. Like I said in my video yesterday for Arrow Video, I met Bill Moses at a convention, left my poster. I took this poster with me, had it rolled in a tube, took it with me to the convention. Don't know what happened, but I completely forgot to go back to my hotel room and grab my poster so I could take it down and get Mr. Mosley to sign it, and I fucking forgot. Shit happens though, right? That's a great release though. Should show the back of that. That shit is full of features. There's 2 discs in that bitch, and it is not one of the greatest releases. I think that's a lot of people's favorite Scream Factory release. Next up, Death Becomes Her. Unfortunately, from what I understand, this movie is now out of print now from Scream Factory. I'm surprised they were actually able to put it out. I did hear Cliff McMillan talking some shit about getting this put out. You can only imagine, especially with like Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, and Bruce Willis. I mean, it's just one of them things. I don't even think they even participated in none of the interviews. You got the Making of Death Becomes Her featuring interviews with director Robert Zemeckis, the writer, photographer. Oh shit, director of photography was Dean Cundey. Woo! Everybody knows who Dean Cundey is. If you don't, fuck, that guy makes a ton of movies. I'm thankful to him. You got your Halloweens, you got your Fog. I can go on forever. I'm not gonna do it, but that is Death Becomes Her. I like it. It's fun. So you wanna pop a movie and just have a little bit of fun with it, not take it serious, and just appreciate some A-list actors just doing fucking a crazy movie you never thought they'd do. That's it. Here's another one right here. Manhunter. This is a great film. Believe it or not, I did not know this even existed until Scream put it out. I didn't know that this was basically the first film adaptation with Hannibal Lecter. And Hannibal Lecter is played by Brian Cox in this film. But it's very brief. It's like you don't see Brian Cox's character throughout the whole movie. It's good for what it is, though. I know a lot of people love this movie. Yeah, of course, if I had to pick between this and Silence of the Lamb, Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins, fuck, man, give me Silence of the Lamb any day of the week. I love that shit. There's no surprise that film, thankfully, it got its props and notoriety, and that, Silence of the Lambs won the awards that it did. Thankfully, they didn't just pawn that off because they were like, well, this is kind of like horror related and blah blah blah, and this is just a vicious movie. But Silence of the Lambs is my shit, and Criterion Collection put out a great edition of that, by the way, if you don't have it yet. That is Manhunter. Not a big fan of that artwork. It's alright though. It's great to have in the collection, and I've seen it a couple times, and it's good. Ugh.